Hello and welcome to 15th August Forex London Session live stream. So first of all, we will do our analysis in gold. In gold, if we look at monthly candle, the monthly candle is retracing and still 15 days in this monthly candle to close. So there is a probability that we can continue pushing down to fill this range if we look at weekly time frame. And by looking at monthly time frame, we know that we can fill a potential range of 75 pips, 700 pips, and till 1684 area. And if we look at weekly, we want this weekly candle to close. If we form some sort of resistance, we can continue pushing down till 1709 area. But we need to close bearish and break below the low of previous weekly candle. And if we look at daily, the daily candle has moved down all the way. It don't have an upper wick, which means there is no range for prices to move up, and we are moving down. We are also approaching a support zone. If we look at H4 time frame, this is our support zone in here. We need to break below this support for a potential take profit of 130 pips. There is a clean range in H4 time frame, and if we look at hourly time frame, in hourly we will readjust our zones a little bit, and we also kept in mind that these two areas are H4 areas, so which will not be very easy for prices to break. So we have marked these areas with blue lines. This is 170 pips of range. We need to find some range inside the range to execute a trade in smaller time frame. And if we look at M30 time frame, looking left, we have this area at 1793, and but this is M30 area. I will still draw it, and on the other hand, I am waiting for some sort of resistance or support formation in gold so that we can execute a trade in gold. And other than that, I can see that we have dropped a lot, like 120 pips in Asian session and pre-London session. So I will be waiting for some sort of support formation or some sort of retest of this area for prices to continue pushing down. Overall, the move is already over, I will say, and we will wait in gold. This move was our trading move, which is already over in out of session, so we need to wait in gold for prices to some sort of settle up. And if we look at GBP JPY, the monthly candle has flipped bearish. Still 15 days left in this monthly candle to close. We have broken below previous two monthly candle lows, but we got rejected and we came back inside the range. So as of now, we don't know if we will continue pushing bearish or we will just consolidate for the rest of 15 days in here. If we look at weekly time frame, the previous weekly candle closed bearish, and the current weekly candle, which is only like 13 hours old, has moved down, and we have broken below previous weekly candle low. We can still keep pushing down till 159.500 to potentially fill the wick of previous weekly candle. So if we look at daily time frame, in Asian session, when prices were right in here at 162 area, I was anticipating if we break below previous daily candle, we can continue pushing down to fill the wick of this daily candle around 50 pips, which which idea has perfectly played out, but I didn't execute it because it was out of my trading session. But on the other hand, if we look at, we are also approaching a very strong daily zone in here, so we need to be very careful for ourselves at this point. And if we look at H4, yeah, this is very strong H4 area. We need to break below 161 area for potential move till 159.500 area. And other than that, I can't see any good information for now. And if we look at hourly time frame, we kept pushing down. This was the zone from Asian session. I was anticipating once we break below this zone, we can continue pushing down. It was 13 pips of stop for a potential take profit of 23 pips. And it has played out perfectly, and the London session has opened. This H1 candle is open for now, and we need to break below these lows to continue pushing down. If we break below these lows, we can continue pushing down till 160.300, almost 70 pips away. Yeah, right in here. And if we readjust our zones a little bit, these are H4 zones, we already know about that. Yeah, right in here. We need to break below this zone to continue pushing down in this 80 pips of range. And if we look at M30 time frame, we there is just a consolidation of 25 pips. We are consolidating from previous 10 M30 candles around previous 5 hours. We want some sort of volume to execute on these trades. Other than that, we will just wait. And yeah, we need to wait in here. All right. So if we look at our account history starting from 1st of August, we are down around 128 US dollars, which is around 15% of my account. I have lowered my account size to half. First, I will recover these losses with small lot, and then I will re-add my balance, and I will continue to scale up this account to 10,000 US dollars or maybe 1 lakh US dollars. But it all depends. First of all, I want to see my consistency. That's why I have lowered this account. But the whole issue is there is no problem with me losing such an amount, but I lost this amount to over trading, revenge trading, and trading outside of my trading plan. So that's why I have reduced my lot size, because I violated my trading plan, and I want to develop a discipline first so that I may not so that I will not blow my bigger account. So that's the whole reason. And yeah, today I will say we are consolidating in GJ. In gold we have already moved a lot. We can't execute a trade in here. We are waiting for some sort of retracement. We are waiting for some sort of support or resistance formation so that we can execute sells. But at this point we need to wait. because the move of the day is has happened in Asian session and pre-London session. It is 110 pips of move, so we can't execute sells in here because we have like 8 previous H1 candles we are dropping from previous 8 hours. So we have already moved a lot. If even if we execute a sells, our stop loss will be around 42 pips, and our potential take profits will be around 40 pips. So this, it doesn't make any sense. So we are waiting for some sort of retracement or support formation in here so that we can execute a trade. And if we look at GBP JPY, this was the move I was anticipating in London session, in Asian session, that if we break below previous daily candle low, we can continue pushing down in this 50 pips of range. That idea played out perfectly, but I am not allowed to trade outside my trading session, so I didn't execute it on that idea. And now we need to wait. Looking at this area, it could be a support formation in here for prices to continue pushing up, but we want more confirmations, and I will rather wait in GBP JPY. And we need to break above this area 162.200 area for potential buys of around 53 pips, and we need to break up below 161.200 area for potential shorts of 70 pips. Other than that, we will wait. If we look at gold in H4 time frame, previous week we ranged a lot, like it was 170 pips of range, but still there were a lot of opportunities, I will say. I basically lost to my over trading, revenge trading like stuff, so it's all my personal fault. I will not blame my personal mistakes on anything else. That's why I have reduced my lot size, reduced my account balance, and yeah, there were a lot of opportunities on previous week, but I made losses. The reason being I violated my trading plan. So if we look at today move in H4, we created this resistance at 1802 area and continue pushing down, and we are now approaching 1785 area. This area was held strongly previously. It was resistance at on 8th of August. Prices respected these resistances, and again prices respected this resistances, create some sort of support in here and continued pushing up. And then this area was also respected and again respected on 11th of August, and again respected on 12th of August. So it will not be very easy for prices to break below this area. So we need to wait to look to see how prices will react at this area. And similarly, we are also at an important area of 161.200 in GBP JPY. There is probability we can break it, but we want some confirmations. And I will say that in London session it will be very hard for prices to break these areas. And if we look at news, yeah, today is French and Italian bank holiday. Other than that, it is a smooth day. And on Wednesday, we have CPI news for GBP and core retail sales for US dollars. We have also FOMC meeting minutes, and we will not trade these minutes. We will be sleeping at that point. And yeah, so on Wednesday we have core retail sales for US dollar. That is the major event on Wednesday. Other than that, we have smooth week, and on next week I guess we have FOMC. No, on next one. All right. No major big news event on this week. And so although we have moved down, and there is no way I could have captured this move because of little to no volume. I always anticipate little to no volume on Mondays. For me today on Monday it is very hard to trade, so I will just relax on Mondays. And that's not a big deal. So we have little to no volume as in London session. So we will not execute on any trade. We will just wait and relax. Just by looking at gold, I can anticipate and I know that this is 50 pips of move, which is already over in London session. So the whole idea now is to just wait and acknowledge the fact that we have already missed the move for London session, and there is no point of executing on anything for now. All we need to do now is to just wait for some sort of retracement in gold or in GBP JPY to potentially execute a trade, and nothing is happening in these pairs. The moves for the day is already, at least for London session, is already over, I will say. And yeah, we are just waiting now. Alright, we are waiting for this candle to close, this M15 candle to close, and on next M15 candle, if it creates a lower wick, we will execute a buy position for potential take profit of around 23 pips. But we want this M15 candle to close specifically. The whole idea being for these buys is we have this area earlier on, we broke below this area, closed back inside the range, so there is probability we can continue pushing up. And we are also in London Open, which is high volume time, so we want this M15 candle to close and we may execute by position on next M15 candle, provided it creates a lower wick first. In gold, we are approaching towards 1785 area, which is a strong H4 area, and just by looking at volume, it is possible that we will break below this area, but we want some retracement, some sort of price action at this point. The reason being we are already dropping for previous six H1 candles. We are dropping for previous 6 hours. So in my opinion, the retracement at this point is due. So I will just wait in GBP JPY for candle to close and waiting for retracement in gold. Alright, the 15-minute candle has closed. I want a lower wick first on this 15-minute candle, and then I will execute buys once we start breaking above the high of previous 15-minute candle. If it breaks above the high of previous 15-minute candle in first 2-3 minutes, then I will not execute buy. The H1 candle has closed a strong bearish candle, so there is also a probability that we can create some sort of resistance and in here and continue pushing down to fill this range of 46 pips. And in the gold, the H1 candle has closed strong bearish. There is no signs of buys for now, and in my opinion, we are moving down till 1785, almost 20 more pips down, and we are waiting in GBP JPY. If we break above previous candle high, we can continue pushing up in this 15 pips range. But the whole idea is we need to be very careful, just because if we look at the trend for today, we are dropping, we have bearish trend, and it will be a counter trend trade. So waiting makes much more sense. And for sells, let me delete this zone. We have this range almost 35, 36 pips. We want at least one M15 candle to close and the next M15 candle to break below the low and continue pushing down. So we will just wait. We will wait for this M15 candle to close. Even if we break above previous M15 candle high, we have only 15-16 pips of range, which doesn't make sense at all, I will say. So I will rather wait, and in gold there is nothing in gold. Just to wait. Alright, we have broken below the low of previous M15 candle in GJ. So our buy analysis is invalid for now, I will say. If we are to move up, there was no point of breaking below the low of previous M15 candle in GBP JPY. Now we are just waiting for candles to close, and in GBP JPY I am waiting for M15 candle to close and then M30 candle to close, because if I execute a sell position right now, right away, it is only 25 pips of move. So maybe later on I can get some sell trades at a little bit higher position and get a better risk to reward ratio. And in gold we also need to wait. The M15 candle is rejecting all the way up, and this is what I was anticipating for better sell execution, but we need to be very careful with that also. We want this M15 candle to close. If it breaks above this high, there will be a probability that we can continue pushing up. If we look at H1, it also seems like we have created a lower wick for H1 time frame to continue pushing up. Alright, we need to wait in here. So the whole idea is, if we look at previous H1 candle, it has closed bullish at near around at an area 161.700, and it has a lower wick. So it may be a possibility that for current H1 candle, if it breaks above previous candle high, we can continue pushing up. So, and if we look at M30, the M30 candle is still bearish. If we want that idea to play out, we want that idea to be play out in next 12 minutes. And if we look at M15, the M15 candle has closed bearish, and we need to break above these highs to continue pushing up. But the important point in here is we are not supposed to break this low at 161.400 if our buy idea is to play out. So we need to wait. We need to wait for 11 more minutes. In 11 minutes, the M30 and M15 candles will close. And yeah, even if this M30 candle closes like this, and the next M30 candle creates a lower wick first and starts to break above these highs, it will be an excellent execution for today for around 20-25 pips. But we need to wait. And in the gold, we are approaching a strong support zone at 1785 area. The move for London session is already over in my opinion. So nothing in gold, at least for London session, I will say. We will only focus on GBP JPY. We are just waiting for this M30 candle to close in around 6 minutes. And in the gold, there is nothing. If there was a lot of volume in gold, let's say we have like something going on like a Russia-Ukraine war event, something like that, I would have executed once we break below previous M15 candle low by placing a stop loss of 14 pips. I could have executed that trade, but looking at now, and we know that August is a low volume time and a low volume month, and we are also approaching a strong support zone. I will not execute on anything like that. So yeah, GBP JPY we have broken below previous M15 candle low, and but this wasn't a valid trade, at least for me, I will say. Now we will just wait. We are approaching a strong H4 zone at 161.200. But looking at higher time frame trend, there is probability we will break through this zone and continue pushing down. But the whole idea is the H4 candle is also closing in 34 minutes. So waiting makes much more sense in here. If we look at gold, this H4 candle is also about to close in 33 minutes, and we will not force trades today. We will rather wait patiently for our setups to appear. Alright, the 30-minute candle has closed. If we look at in gold, the 30-minute candle has closed bearish, but with a very small body, which means low volume in markets. And if we look at GBP JPY, the M30 candle has closed all the way back inside the range. So the buy ideas is invalid at least for now. For buyers, we need to break above 161.700 area. And if we look at smaller time frame, if we create an upper wick first starts to break below the lows in next 5 minutes, I may execute a sell position in an anticipation we are going down. So I will wait. My stop loss will be around at 161.500, around 28 pips away. And if we break above current candle high, I may close all my positions altogether. We are also very careful because in 27 minutes H4 candles will close. We are waiting for current M15 candle to break below the low of previous 15-minute candle and continue pushing down. If we don't break below the low on next 5 minutes, I will just remove this sell stop, and we will then wait for more confirmations and then maybe we can execute. But the previous M30 candle was of big body around 33 pips. So whenever these sort of candles occur, I have seen that we usually consolidates after them. Maybe later on, but not for not at this candle, I will say. So we will wait for few more minutes and then we will remove our buy stop. Oh, we the sell stop got activated in last 3 minutes, but that doesn't matter for now. I have placed my stop loss in this range at 161.500. If we break above current M15 candle high at any point on next 15-minute candle or on a candle that is even next to that, I will just remove I will just close everything. For now, it seems like we are good, and yeah, I am planning to hold this trade. I want to swing this trade, but let's see how it plays out. The whole issue is H4 candle is about to close in 16 minutes. Yeah, we are up around 6 pips on this trade, and we are at 161.200 area now, which is a strong area on H4 support. And I am anticipating that we will break through this zone, but on the other hand, I am also very careful. I will not take my SL more than 10 pips on this trade. So it makes sense. We are risking around 10 pips to potentially secure at least 30 pips, I will say. We are up around 7 pips. The M15 candle has closed below, but it has no bottom wick. M30 candle is still open. If we are to move down now on current M15 candle or on next M30 candle, we are not supposed to break above this high. That's where I have placed my stop loss. And if we look at the H4 candle is a strong bearish candle now, and it is about to close in 15 minutes, which may be a concern for us. And we have weak rejections in around 15 pips. So yeah, we will see. We are resting at very strong H4 support, and I am anticipating we will break through this zone depending on market structure, but anything at any time can happen. So make sure you are not over risking or over trading. I am planning to hold this trade for at least 14 more minutes. Let's see how the current M15 candle will close. Gold also we have approached a strong support at 1795 area, sorry, 1785 area. As of now, we don't know if we will reject from this area or continue pushing through this area. And in GBP JPY, I am anticipating prices to keep pushing down. That's why I am holding this trade. We now have weak rejections to left in around 14 pips, in around 10 pips. So maybe I will close some little percentage of my position at this area and break even the rest of my position to continue with the trend. I will mark my little line. I will secure very 25 percentage of my position in here and I will let the rest run. If on the previous week I didn't overtrade it, didn't have violated my trading plan, I will be trading with my normal lot size. So I am basically penalized for manipulating my risk and my emotions. That's why I have lowered my lot size and it could be a win by using that lot size and I could have recovered most of my losses. Okay, we are up around 18 pips, sorry 15. At 18 to 20 pips, I will secure 25% of my position and let the rest run. And in the gold, we are also at same spot as in GBP JPY. We have rejections to left in around 8 pips. Just by looking at volume, we can continue pushing down. Alright, 22 pips. Secured 25% of my position, which is around zero point 0.1 lot. We will now let the rest run. Waiting for this candle and waiting for H4, H1 candles to close in around 8 minutes. And I will basically break even my position because we have broken outside of this range, and if we are to push down, there is no point for prices to come back inside the range. All right, if we look at this trade, we were anticipating this trade from, I will say, previous 2 hours, and then the trade presented itself, executed this trade, held this trade, secured some profits, and anticipating prices will keep pushing down. I will break even my position once these candles will close, and yeah, we will let it run. Alright, in gold we have broken through 1785 area, which is a big deal. It is a big deal, man. And now waiting for H4 candle to close in 7 minutes. Usually we have one big body H4 candle in London session and in New York session. So this is the big body candle, H4 candle, which has already occurred. So I will anticipate that we can consolidate or continue pushing down, but I will give more weightage to consolidation. We are up around 22 pips on this trade. The H4 candle is moving down. It has broken below the wicks to left and it is about to close in 4 minutes. So we need to wait a little bit in here. Alright, at this point I will close another 25% of my position and place stop loss at entry point. Alright, now the 0.02 lot size is running. I have already secured 0.02 lots, securing around 3.4 US dollars on my account, and the rest is running. And we can continue pushing down in this 50 pips of range because we have clean candles to left. And the whole idea is, although it seems like we have secured like 26 pips on this trade and it is only 6-7 US dollars on my account, but the profit in here is not the goal. The goal is to be consistent and disciplined. So that's the motto of our channel, to be a consistent and disciplined trader. Once I get disciplined with my trading, I am planning to scale up my account to 5,000, 10,000, or maybe 1 lakh US dollars, 100k US dollars. But the whole idea is to be consistent and disciplined first. Alright, we were waiting for this H1 and H4 candles to close. If we look at GBP the H1 candle has closed below 161.200 area, which is a big deal, I will say. And now I am not anticipating prices to move back inside or above 161.200 area if we are to continue pushing down. If we move back inside the range, I will take my break even point, and I will not execute any position later on. And if we look at H4, H4 area has finally broken below these wicks to left 161.200 area, which is again a very big deal, because we were unable to break below this area starting from 29th of July. Around this area was held for 16 days, and now we have broken below this area. And just by looking left, we can see that previous three H4 candles were dropping, and we have broken through this area. There is probability we can continue pushing 50 more pips down, so that's why I am holding this trade. And I will just hold this trade and come back later in New York session to see how this trade played out. And if we look at gold, the H4 candle has closed. It has closed below 1785 area, which is again a very big deal, because we were unable to break through this area the previous entire week. So now we have broken through this area. This may means we can create an upper wick first and continue pushing down, but the problem in here is we have two big body H4 candles, and normally we only see one H4 big body H4 candle in London session. So maybe we can consolidate and break through the low of previous H4 candle on next H4 candle in New York session, but it all depends. and we will keep an eye on that, and we may get to execute some good position later on. And if we look at H1 candles, we are dropping from previous 7 hours on 7 H1 candles. So I will say we can consolidate, the reason being we have already dropped a lot, break through an important area. Maybe this is a fake out, but we need to wait. There is no sells, no buys in GBP in gold for now. Maybe in New York session we can find some good trade. And if we look at GBP JPY, I am anticipating we can close bullish on this M15 candle and then continue pushing down, because if we look at H1, there is a probability we will create an upper wick first in this H1 candle and then continue pushing down. So that was my whole anticipation, and that was my whole analysis that I have shared with you guys. So I hope that you have liked this live stream, the free content, the free everything that I am trading on my real account. So I will take a leave for London session and come back later in New York session. Until then, take care, have fun, and I will see you in New York session.